What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, family? You know, your boy just been getting it in. We've been grinding, and we got a couple of special announcements too, as well. First, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend. I know we're supposed to go live at 9 o'clock tonight. You know what I'm saying? Eastern Standard Time. But right now, as I tap in with you guys and just feel the vibe, feel the energy. You see the topic. Prosperity is in the heart of God. You know, we got to get the most high praises. We got to get the most high thanks in the glory. You know what I mean? And through the good, the bad, and the ugly, dealing with the 40 days, the 40 nights in the wilderness, you're going to be tempted. You're going to be uh, distracted. It's gonna be all kind of obstacles and trials and tribulations come to you to tempt you, to get you off course, to get you off your path to prosperity, because your whole goal and your whole main mission is to make sure that while you're on this earth, you can be fruitful and that you can multiply. And the reason why I'm going to bring you these jewels tonight, the reason why I'm going to drop this podcast tonight, because this is serious. Excuse me, family. Had a little cough there, but it's all love. You know what I'm saying? And as we wind up, you know what I'm saying, we get into the podcast. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all of the hustlers out here that's in the society, that's in the economy, making things happen, that's producing a product or a service, you know what I'm saying, to our people, so we can build that generational wealth amongst each other, you know what I mean, and be consumers of our own kind of products. You did? So, this for the aspiring entrepreneurs. This is for the aspiring creators. You know what I mean? And the way I had to start, man, is to tell you a little story. Uh, I'm 48 years old, and I've been in the game a long time, and just having dreams and steady pushing through with business ideas and strategies, uh, trying to go through the back door, trying to go around. And what I came to realize is that it's no shortcuts to prosperity. It's no overnight get rich scheme. Uh, you got to really do the work. You got to do the grassroots hustle. You got to put in the work. You got to stand 10 toes down. You got to get in the mud. You got to stay in the trenches. You got to be down for the cause of your dream. No matter what nobody say, no matter what nobody feel, because you're a man, you're a woman, you stand on what you believe in, and you cannot be sold on another person's opinion, belief, or what they may feel or what they may see, because nobody don't know what they feel or see, you know what I'm saying, because they not you. You did? So at the main time, man, I'm dropping these jewels, and the reason why I'm dropping these jewels and gems to you is because of the simple fact I made these same mistakes coming up. I had a studio, you know what I'm saying, that was taken down by the pandemic and financial causes happening, so we had to shut down, uh, and the process had to cease. But at the same time, you always got to keep plans in the background. So as an entrepreneur, as a creator, uh, I want you to start taking time to really get in tune with yourself. Everything starts with self. You got that vision, invest in that vision. If you're a writer, invest in your books. You know what I'm saying? Just certain things, courses. Education is the key. You know what I'm saying? You can't win a war with violence all the time. You have to win a war through education and strategic planning. Everything doesn't result to violence. Because when you resort to violence, you're reacting out of emotion. That means you're immature. That means you're not thinking. You're thinking from a premeditated thought. We're not thinking everything all the way through. The greatest business minds, the greatest strategic planners do things to modify their time to make strategic moves. Just say, for instance, me to always make sure I'm being productive in my thinking. I play chess. I download chess.com. You know what I mean? If I'm on my phone or on my computer, if I'm having a problem, a difficult time trying to strategize a move, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play me a couple games of chess till a lot of things come clear in my thoughts. Or I may sit back and I may read. So these some of the suggestions that I'm giving you guys that can actually help you, you know what I'm saying, get on the path to prosperity, get on the path to balance, to be disciplined. It's 40 days, 40 nights. I know in the East Coast, the West Coast, North, South, a lot of the people that's I'm affiliated with, also that's friends with, celebrating and going through the journey of the Ramadan. They praising the Most High. All praise be to Allah. Wa alaikum salam, assalamu alaikum. Peace be to my brothers, my sisters, my kings, my queens. So, thing is, don't be a judge of character. Be a person of understanding and open-mindedness. That way you can relate and also be knowledgeable upon the fact that everybody have their own belief. Everybody has their own system. But also, if you can help contribute to that person or contribute to that person's system something of value, or even if it's just a certain type of philosophy and experience that you done been through, that's a good thing towards your brother or your sister, because one hand wash another. Iron sharpeneth iron. That's how we keep our swords sharp. That's how we change our paradigm in this game to be entrepreneurs. David was a guy that chased after the heart of God. If you read Psalms 91, you're going to get a lot of understanding. So just understand and realize that David's son was also King Solomon, which was one of the wisest men on the earth. So you got to realize King Solomon was also a man of prosperity, but at the same time in his prayer, he never did ask God for wealth or riches. He asked God for wisdom and understanding that he may lead a people. So the key to chasing God's heart, if you're an entrepreneur and a creator, is actually understanding how to serve the people. Let me repeat that again. Once you get the plan from the Most High, learn how to serve the people, be fruitful, and multiply. This is all the way from the beginning of the books of the Old Time, the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm dropping this type of science is because it's what you got to call biblical business principles, but at the same time, steps towards building your own. The reason why I threw the metaphor out there tonight inside of one of my short stories is because of the simple fact. A lot of us wake up and go to work for the wrong reasons. Even though we want to get out of the rat race. At the same time, you have to realize that you have to discipline yourself on your spending habits. You have to take a break, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever it may seem that's, reachable in your goal. Sometimes you have to expand uh, your mindset because you're trying to reach a certain limit. And the reason why you're trying to reach this certain potential because you never reached that potential in life before. And if you know you reach that potential, you can have the experience and knowledge to reach back and help somebody else. So, of course, this is self-help, but at the same time, you got to be dedicated. You got to be committed. You got to be determined. And don't nothing beat that but desire. If you don't have the desire, the energy, the passion, the desire, the key word is desire. You got to have that desire in your heart to chase what God got for you. If He showed it to you in your mind, you know it's the seed is there. It's all up to you to water that seed. It's all up to you to water that seed because He done planted the vision in your mind. He done gave you a dream. He done gave you a vision. Now you got to chase it. And that chasing gonna take steps. It's a process. It don't happen overnight. You're gonna go through some things. It's gonna build your character. Some people gonna fall to the wayside. Some people gonna leave you. Some people gonna say you crazy. Some people gonna say, man, you foolish. Some people say, girl, you sick. You gone. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what you're doing for yourself and your family, or just for your personal living expenses or your livelihood. Because of the simple fact, you know what you got to go. Only you see the light at the end of the tunnel. So to get to the light at the end of the tunnel, it's going to take some pit stops. It's going to take some pivots. But you got to stand on all four. You know what I'm saying? Arm, right arm, right foot, left foot. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down. Head up to the sky. You know what I mean? And keep your chest poked out. Don't get whipped. You know what I mean? Don't be stuck on that job 30 years without having nothing at the end to show for it. Build you some passive income. Learn how to get into the stock market. Learn about investing wisely. Learn about investing in startups. Also, while you're investing in your business, learn how to help other people invest in their own business. If you see an idea in another person that you feel like you can help them out, that's an investment. That's a benefit for you in the future. A lot of things, what I learned about this business game is in this business game, they use the pen. The pen is mighty. Paperwork is mighty. In this business game, you cannot use violence to gain prosperity. In this business game, what you use is the pen and the paper. That's the key to prosperity as well because of the simple fact you want to have all contracts, everything reviewed by attorneys. You want to have your team set up, your accountant. You want to make sure your tax is right. You want to make sure everything right on the back end in order for you to succeed. It's no shortcuts. Everything gonna look. Let me tell you something, man. If Jesus Yahshua was tempted 40 days after he was in the wilderness by the adversary, what makes you think that you're not gonna be tempted by the adversary? The key to this game is to stay focused. Keep your head on the swivel. Look straight ahead. Just like the stock market is a forward moving mechanism. That's what you got to be in this game. You got to evolutionize your thinking. You got to stay on point. You got to grind. You got to study. Study your field. Study your sector. Perfect your craft. Do not I repeat, do not go backwards. Do not go back into that state of comfort. Do not let nobody box you in. Because once you start to be boxed in, you lose room for thinking. Your vision become nearsighted. Then you start to adapt and adjust to another person's belief or opinion when you started out with your own belief and opinion at first. Don't never try to fit in. If you don't fit in, you just don't fit in. That's not your spot. That's not your place. That's not your spot. That's not your place. That's not your path. That's a detour. Get off that detour and get back on track. Don't let nothing detour you from your prosperity. Don't get in your feelings about what people say. Learn how to hold back. Learn how to be humble. Learn how to be patient. There's no emotions from a king. No emotions from a queen. Learn how to be self-disciplined. Learn how to control what you feel or what you about to say. Because it'll take you a long way in this game. The tongue has been the destruction of many. The tongue has been the destruction of many. And that's why a lot of people fall from the tongue. Words are power. Words are energy. Words carry a frequency. Many leaders, many thought leaders, many philosophical sayings that done persuade and move crowds. So it's all kinds of techniques, all kinds of strategies, and it's a blueprint to this game that the Most High has for you if you just chase His hard. But you got to be disciplined. You got to praise God, the Most High, in your own way, the way you know how to praise. Don't let nobody else dictate your relationship with the Most High. You're going to have preachers, you're going to have pastors, you're going to have different people with certain titles tell you how to do what you need to do, but only you feel it in your own spirit and soul. You know what I'm saying? You know what's right. You know how to control what you need to control in the public. Integrity is everything. Do the right thing when nobody is looking. So, I'm just giving you some game, you know what I'm saying, tonight, man. Whew, you did. Oh yeah, by the way, man, check the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Chill Fetty, William Clemens, Fire Knowledge for Hustler Global Podcast. You can see we verified now. Blue check. Ain't no spam in the game. Twitter also verified. Blue check. Ain't no spam in the game. Everything we bring you, man, is authentic. It's real. It ain't no bots. You know what I'm saying? Fire Knowledge for Hustler Global Podcast. That's why I like you guys. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend. We got new music coming out this summer. We got a couple of more books coming out this summer. We got a lot of brand new content coming out. We finna get so creative, guys. Dealing with the new technology that's out, the AI, they got Chat GPT 4 out. I try to keep you guys real rounded with the Fire Knowledge Global for Hustlers podcast because of the simple fact we touch on a lot of bases. So what we're going to start doing in the near future, starting April 1st, we're going to have a regular schedule for the program, for the network, Fight Knowledge for Hustlers Global Podcast. So we're going to go like 7 day, you know what I'm saying, through the week, 7 days through the week. And we're going to have different topics, different segments. That way we can space things out. We're going to have finances, entrepreneurship, creating, self-help, history, math. We're going to deal with a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And that's to keep everybody well-rounded. That's to keep people you did informed about what's going on in the economy today. Feds raising rates, banks failing as we speak. Feds raising the rates, banks failing, power slowing down on trying to raise the interest rates, because they don't want the banks to fail. We see that in cryptocurrency. Uh, a lot of businesses have taken their money out of banks and start putting it into Bitcoin because they feel like that's being more safer on the blockchain. It's transparency there. So a lot of people taking their money out of the central banks, the regional banks, and they running straight to the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. You see it done rolls up a nice good percentage. I remember like 6 months ago, it was like 11,000, 18. You know what I'm saying? And now it's trending up there past the 20s. So that's why I say it's good to invest. It's good to pay attention to what's going on in the financial literacy world because of the simple fact you want to let your money work for you. You don't want to let them keep cranking that whip on you every day. You get tired of waking up in the morning and letting them crank that whip on you every day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make wise investments. You got to figure out what's going on in the financial world. You got to play their game. Wall Street look like us now. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's up to you to educate yourself and be financially involved with what you got going on dealing with your spending. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be fundamentally sound with what you're doing. You got to check the fundamentals of this game because nobody ain't going to teach you. You got to teach yourself. You got to search and seek and do diligence yourself because not you're going to be lost in the rat race. You're going to be around here 60 years old, 65 years old, ain't got no 401k, ain't got no social security coming in because of the simple fact you ain't pay attention. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to your surroundings. You got to pay attention to the headline news, especially when it's dealing with some finances. Listen, man, let me tell you something, man. They losing jobs out here every day. 2 million people done lost jobs. The Fed want the jobs to go all the way up to 4 point something 5 million. That's to get the interest rate back down to a normal level like 2%. So at the same time, my thing is learn a new skill. That dream that you got in the back of your mind, bring it out. That dream that you see in your mind, start producing. Work on it. Take the steps. Take strategic steps. Ain't nothing gonna happen overnight. It may take 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years. But at the same time, long as you can see that it's gonna produce fruit and help build your legacy, help build your wealth for you and yours, you have to do this. We in a space right now that the world is giving so much of us opportunity to be creators, to be entrepreneurs, to disrupt the system, to bring out our ideas because the world hungry for our ideas. The world need that new spark. And it's happening all around us. New technologies, people evolving, companies evolving, companies merging, people coming together, people networking. You got to reach out. Perfect your plan, chase the heart of God, and He's going to show you the way. You got to stay on the path. Psalms 23. Stay on the path. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Most High forever, the Lord. Psalms 23 is giving you the game right there. For David so loved God that he chased his heart. Come on, man. You hear me? God gave Solomon what he needed. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So you got to put God first in everything you do. You got to put the Most High first in everything you do in order to prosper. I was just in a situation, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to share that situation a little later on down the line because of the simple fact that I want to have a visual when I do this. So this part one of Chasing God Hard. And then when I drop that part two, y'all gonna really feel what I'm saying because I'm gonna show visuals. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you how I was living. I'm gonna show you where I come from. I'm gonna show you what I was doing. Everything about me is authentic. True thought leader, true philosophical genius. Because I read, I study, I meditate, I pray. And I suggest that you do the same thing. This your boy, this your host, Arthur Chill Fetty, man. You know I like to tap in with y'all because of the simple fact I keep it real. You ain't gonna find no platform like this here that's giving you the spiel that I'm giving you from my experience. I'm not a preacher. I'm just a person that's giving you the game. Some call me a teacher. Some call me a philosophical poet. I write. I got books on Amazon, but my thing is to give you back the game, to serve the public, to serve the people from my mistakes. I done been to prison. I done been shot. I done been stabbed. I done been through the most. But at the same time, God, the Most High, had grace and mercy on me. That way I can share with you guys my experiences. I write books. People in prison write me back, telling me how much they like my books. They love my books. You know, and I show you that too as well. You know, so my thing is just keep grinding, man. Stay on your pivot. Stand on your square. You know, everything doesn't result to violence. If you feel like you have to tote whatever you have to take with you in public, that's a distraction to another person. That's because something wrong with you. You insecure about yourself. Don't be insecure about yourself. Stand on what you believe. But don't invest into something that's dead. One of the most famous quotes that Jesus, Yahshua, said was let the dead bury the dead. And when people can't see what you see, and those kind of people are always negative, and they always putting down what you got going on, that's how you know you're not a part of that. That's how you know what is static at. So my thing to you is, that's what you call a growing pain, a lesson, an adolescent. Because now you understand, you know how to recognize that energy or that spirit when you come in contact with that next person or that like-minded spirit that you ran into before. Because now you got the experience from it, so you can see it evolve, you can feel it evolve, you know the frequency ain't right, you know the energy ain't right. But my thing to you is, each one teach one. Everybody grow at their own time. So you got to be humble in every situation because the Most High trying to show you something. You're not looking for a reaction. You're looking for humility. So you can expound, contemplate, and then expand your mind above and beyond the matter that was holding you back. And the reason why I dropped this here because of the simple fact I was in a situation that was holding me back. But at the same time, I don't regret none of those situations because of the simple fact those situations shaped and molded my character. That's why I had to be in the wilderness for them 40 days and 40 nights. I had to go in the hole to come out the hole. Something like Dante's Inferno. Sometimes you got to walk through hell to come out of hell. You got to go through hell to come out of hell. Children of Israel had to go through the wilderness 40 days, 40 nights. Jesus 40 days, 40 nights. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reciprocal situation and it's cyclical. But at the same time, you got to learn and be polished and walk through that fire that way at the same time. You know who you are becoming. You know who you are as a person. You recognize your faults. You maximize on your strengths. You correct your weaknesses. You improve your weaknesses. So, at the end of the day, chase God's heart. And that's what I got for your family. And when you chase the Most High heart, you ain't gonna go wrong. Eat your own love, blessings. It was good talking to you guys tonight. April 1st is going down. You did fresh new content, keeping y'all involved. Stay strong, stay positive, stay motivated, stay inspirated. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend. The burning heart, man. Go and chase that. You know God love us all. For real. He ain't gonna put you through nothing. He ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. You heard me? Cause you that strong one. You that man. You that king. You that queen. You heard me? For real. Get it in. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Get them books on Kindle. Hit all of those little links up there. You did. Check your boy out for real and share this podcast for sure. We gone.